Here we go. Let's try this again. Hello, if anyone can hear me. No one's really here at the moment, so it's all right. If anyone comes in during the stream, I'll just be painting. So, no, Stink Liquor. Unfortunately, we tried and tried and tried on trying to get it to work, and it just flopped. And I don't know why. We tried everything. So I think it's just the fact that we don't know if it's the mobile or what. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if, it's which, it is what it is. I would have loved to have done it. I should have tested it. So I claim full responsibility for it. You know, he's a really cool guy. Freelance citizen. I kind of feel like I let him down a little bit, so it kind of sucks. So, and I kind of let everyone down too as well, because everyone was either excited to see me paint, or they were excited to see. Yeah, I know. There's always next time. It just sucks though, because I was really excited about it, because I guess I can say this now. I don't I don't really think there's anything that to take away from this, but I plan on like me and Freelance and a couple other YouTubers, we talked about collaborating and all that and doing some stuff. Nothing too grounded in the works or anything like that, but you know we had these, or I had this really cool idea, and they were really on board with it, and they're pretty smart technical guys, so they could obviously do a lot better with computers and editing than I could. um, and they're really fun to talk to. So that's what this painting stream was for. Was not so much as it was a kind of like a bridge work for collaborations, because not only was I going to have Freelance here, I was going to have some other YouTubers on here. um, maybe it could be that it could actually just be on my end too. I'm not sure. Maybe if Freelance did a stream and I could join in. We didn't try that, but me and him would have to test it out in the future. But it does suck, because I know a lot of people were gonna come here and watch all the banter. So, but at the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes and you kind of just pick up where you go. So once again, sorry everyone. Just gonna be me this time again. So hopefully in the future we can try and get this fixed. If not, it's gonna be some time before I have anyone on the channel that is live streaming, just because I don't have the money to do to get out a new laptop and stuff like that. And the only reason why I got that printer was because me and my brother actually paid half and half. So, and that was going to be, and it's also because it's a really good investment for the channel. So, but feel free to ask away some questions and all that stuff. I'm still here. I'd still love to hear how you guys are doing. What you guys got going on for today? I know some of you got painting 40K. I figured, I had some 40K topics. I was going to ask Freelance, but I might as well ask here in the stream as well. So I guess we can start with that. If more people join in, we can go from there. So I guess the first question of today's stream is favorite Primarch. What is your guys' favorite Primarch? It can be the Loyalist or the Heretic. It doesn't matter, either one. It could be a dead one. It could be a living one. you know? Or are you just not a big fan of the 40K, or are you just not a big fan of the Primarchs at all? You know, I know that some people kind of believe that the Primarch should have stayed in 30K, and they should have just been like a relic, of a forgotten bygone era. Um, do you guys, Rogel Dorn, no doubt for me. Yay, the stream is back. It is. It is. Welcome back. On second place, Magnus. Conrad Kurz, I relate to him on so many levels. I'm kind of concerned there, Guardsman. How do you relate to him on so many levels? I hope it's not because you murder a bunch of people. Just because, they jaywalked. For Mr. Rogel Dorn over there, I guess you're just blunt. Maybe Horace. Maybe Horace. I like how you went with, was it Ferris is the best end of? Well, you're a rare breed. That man has few followers. That man has very few followers, mainly because he's dead, you know. But he died. The only real importance of him was he died. The only reason why he was significant was because of his death at the beginning of the heresy. That was it. I'm not gonna lie. Ferris is a no-brainer. A big fan of Vulcan. My brother loves Vulcan because he just likes the idea of this big buff guy just fucking loving everyone in fire, but he also likes the idea of him beating the shit up out of Eldar children. Not the flaying of skin, more of the constantly tormented by the future I don't understand. I can attest a little bit about that. You know, as far as that goes, you never know what the future holds, but that sometimes it can be the best part too about in life. You never know what the future holds. For all you know, you could literally win $1 million followers. And the drip. Yeah, that flayed penis on his forehead, I don't know, man. That's seriously, that's he got the drip. He got the drip. So, oh yeah, how did I do these last guys? Okay, they just got the green armor there. Iron Hands are going to own it from now on. Just watch. Ha ha ha. I mean, they're gonna own being like, the least favorite Space Marine chapter. You know, that's really where they're at. No. What do you mean, no, stink? What do you mean? Like, the only reason Iron Hands are good is because they're good on the tabletop. But then you guys got nerfed to Kingdom Come. So, there's that. Flesh is weak. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wasn't it in like the Horus Heresy book where like one of them like those guys were being controlled by like a psyker because of their machines or something like that? Since they were mainly, and the only way they defeated them is because one guy had one arm left. Does anyone remember when everyone was an Iron Hand successor? Okay, tabletop has nothing to do with why they love Iron Hands or why you should love Iron Hands. It should be because of the lore. But then again, they're just assholes. They just they're so bland. Flesh is weak. Flesh is weak. Yeah, lore is weak too. With free weapon upgrades and the ability to stay in. The lore is juicy. Oh man. Okay. I'll give you this one. This much, Will. It seems you're a diehard Iron Hands player. So, to you, you've earned your keep with saying Ferrus Manus is the best. But that's just you. Everyone else, the only reason why they like him is literally because of how good they were on tabletop. And I never even played Iron Hands. I actually played Raven Guard when they were super good. But I clicked that. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, I think that guy's done. He's done. He's done. So yeah, but yeah, back to favorite Primarchs. Okay, mine is Portorabo. Like straight up, it's Portorabo. Like, and y'all can give me a bunch of crap and say this and that, but I 100% think that Portorabo is literally the best. Yeah, Purdy Turbo. Mister, I joined the horses side because Daddy didn't love me, which is kind of understandable. I'm pretty new to Warhammer community. I hear most about a year now. I've actually never actually played the tabletop, but I love the lore, and I like 40 semi-unopinion models. Oh, really? What kind of models are they? Are they one particular faction, or are they just like a multitude of everything? Sigma male, Iron Within, Iron Without, grind set. Yeah. All of which are guard. Oh, okay. All right. Sweet. I did this guy poorly on the dry brushing the white on, so he's not going to come out as good as the other ones, but that's okay. You live and learn. But my reason for liking Portorabo is because he's the guy that works hard, if not harder than anyone else, and he gets no recognition. And you could say, it's like, oh, that's stupid, you shouldn't be so petty and stuff like that. But then look at yourself sometimes when you're at work. And and you're working as hard as you can and you're trying your best and someone gets recognized for maybe doing an average job or doing the same amount of work that you do, but then you don't get the praise for it. It's not so much out of jealousy and stuff. Well, sometimes it's a little bit out of jealousy, but other times it's literally like, you know, man, just give me a little bit of recognition. Why does this guy get it? If we were doing the same job and stuff like that, the only thing the only thing that was different between me and him is that boss liked him more, you know. And who's to say that, we all aren't like, Perturabo, just desperately wanting attention, or a little bit of praise to help us, just make us feel like, that you care or that you understand us a little bit, you know. Little real world experience. Howdy, Star Captain. Oh, Star Captain. Hey, awesome. I just bought a Lightning for only 30 quid. Holy crap, man. That's the attack fighter, right? If I remember correctly. Is that the fighter variant? Because I know there's like two variants. How's it going? Well, I had to restart the stream. Unfortunately, Freelance wasn't able to join, and we had too many technical difficulties. So, which is kind of sad, because I had so much stuff prepared, and I was really hoping that maybe that you guys that got on would be able to join his channel and be consistent fighters. What is that in freedom buckets? That's like close to $50 there, Guardsman. Yes, the fighter. Okay, that's super cool. I'd love to see it when it's built. Yeah, I know you're still here in spirit, Freelance, but it's just I would have loved for the gang here to gotten to know you and stuff like that. So. What's your Oh, it's Stink Liquor. It's literally Freelance. You literally just type in Freelance. Or type in like Freelance 40K lore. I think that's how it is. But yeah, Stink Liquor, you should I would highly recommend that you subscribe to his channel. Really cool guy, super chill, does the lore in like bite-sized little pieces. So easy for you to digest. Kind of like my content. Can you please show me the Griffin set in the back stack? I have never seen it for. Is it Forge World? Yeah, I can show you the box set. I mean, I don't have it opened. I was thinking about doing an unboxing video with it. But yeah, I can show you the box real quick here. And no, it is not Forge World. It is actually discontinued. Ugh, discontinued box set. Let's see if we can get this in the view. Yeah, let me see if I can turn it this way to where you can. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying to see it without the glare. See, like that. So it's kind of like an old Basilisk. No, you never mind. I found him. Okay, good. Stink. The fuck that? Fuck, it's cool. I want it. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It is discontinued. That's right. That model doesn't exist anymore. That's right. That's right. You can't get that model anymore. Sorry. You can find it on eBay, which is where I got mine. And I'm actually, I actually have one painted up already, and I'm going to get 3 more. So sad. They're so fun. They're really cool. It's a really fun design. Just putting a heavy mortar back on a Chimera chassis. Rip, is it what it is what it is. Thanks for showing me to me. No problem. You know, I thought about doing an unboxing video with it one day, so that way everyone could see what it's like, you know, because it's got like a combination of plastic and metal. So I've got one fully built. Would you like to see it? It's built and painted. If you'd like to see it, let me know, because I can go run out and grab it real quick. You'd love to see it? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. All right. There you go. There's a little bundle of joy. Got the nice little mortar. Nice little antenna right here. Got the little metal bits right here. It's like a mortar chimera. That's what it is. Stink liquor. That's what it is. It's that's what it basically was. Looks a bit goofy. I think it's more or less the paint job that might make it a little bit goofy. But you can also here. This is what it would look like without its little Forge World variant. So, like all that truck with, yeah. Yeah, Goofy and Guard go hand in hand. It's really cool though. Yeah. This little bit, this is like, I don't know if there's like a Forge World bit or like a third-party bit. Either way, I like this bit a whole lot more because I think it adds to the Griffin. Because I think it looks cooler than just the standard version. But that's just me. I'm actually getting 3 more of these already painted and stuff like that. So I'm super stoked about it. So yeah, that's the Griffin. All right, we'll put him off to the side. All right. Can't wait for my IG box to arrive too. I need some vehicles, maybe a Russ or a Basilisk. I would recommend that you get a Russ right now because artillery isn't in the best of spots. And even though the Basilisk looks so cool, like I kid you not, it looks so cool, it is garbage with the way that indirect fire is now. And it's sad to say that because I have like over 5 Basilisks. That is a Forge World Griffin. I have a squad of those. Oh, okay. Oh, you found one? Okay, well, go ahead and grab one if you want to grab it. I highly recommend you get it for just the sake of you know, having a piece of history. Because not too many people have them anymore since they've been legend. You know, I hope that maybe one day they come back. Because, I mean, it's a really cool kit. I mean, and who wouldn't love to see like uh to have one of those in their army? And I still actually if you guys haven't, I don't know how many of you are new to the channel, but I actually had one in a battle report. It did not do a whole lot. I think the heavy bolters attached to it did way better. If Rough Riders came back, the Griffin can, yeah, 100%. But I plan on putting them in the battle reports, just to show them off. Yeah, I don't think too many people put legend stuff in their things anymore. Like Warren Brothers got a Chaplain Dreadnought, which they canned after. Where's the Iron Hands lover? Yeah, where's that Iron Hands lover? Yeah, it's because of you that they got rid of the Chaplain Dreadnought. Yeah, that's right. How do you feel? How do you feel knowing you got rid of a cool unit? If you're still here, you might have already left. It's okay if you left though. If you don't like my streams, you don't like my streams. I'm a pretty boring guy. But yeah, like there are so many cool different stuff that have been legend, and I think it's a little silly that they legend them. So I like, and since I'm not really here to be the best 40K channel in the world, I like to think of myself as just more of like the casual guy where you can come in, watch a quick battle report summary, and then say, hey, that was great, and then be on your merry way, and maybe along your way find other channels that are so much cooler than mine, like Freelances or Narrative Crusade or the Brothers Grimm. Those channels do way better than me when it comes to videos. I just I'm trying to get better. But as far as quality right now, they've got some premium content, and even Freelance was telling me of ways that he was improving his content, and it sounded pretty cool. So yeah. If I like Salamander's light tank command vehicles to come back. Yes. Briars, did you know that I have some Salamanders? I've got 2 of them. I know you're freelance. I know you are. I was just talking about how you improve your channel and all that stuff. So, and I was giving them a go ahead to go look at your channel if they haven't already. Speaking of IG guards, I would love to see more walkers like the Sentinel. But what would you classify them as? Like, what would you use them for? Like, I'm not here to criticize you. I'm just curious. What would your ideas be? Like, do you have an idea, like maybe an assault one, or be very curious what your idea would be for like a heavy Sentinel. No, I guess that's what you could be. No way, I love those. That era when they came out is when I quit playing 40K a long time ago. Really? See, I think the Salamanders look super cool. I know that they have one in the Caiaphas Cain series. It's like in the first novel. And I think you can see him use one in one of the novels. I'm not 100% sure. Can't confirm, but I think you see it in one of the novels. To be honest, it's just about the rule of cool. I think the walkers are really cool. Hey, I think they're really cool. Which one do you like more? Do you like the new ones or do you like the old ones? Personally, I'm a big fan of the old ones. But I will say the new ones have grown on me. So, but yeah, unless there is a niche to be filled, like this, yeah, for a new one. Yeah, no, completely understand. Let's see here. I guess that's a good question. If you guys could add something to the 40K range for guard, Maybe a tripod that ignores terrain since it has legs. Yeah, you could do something like that. Maybe like a War of the Worlds-esque thing. Do you have a 2,000 point list? Yeah, I have well over 2,000 points of guard. I have 2,000 well over 2,000 points of guard, Space Marines, Knights, all that stuff. So it's funny. I've only been in the thing for a few years, but I have definitely been making sure I collect. So, right, I think that guy's done with his cloth. Now we're gonna move on to the next guy, or actually the last guy. What do you think this guy's cloth right here should be? I'm open to suggestions. Feel free. And if you don't think I'm not, this guy got a pink cup from the last stream. So feel free to give a color idea. Like a dark leathery brown. Okay. So we got a leather brown. Bring the Krieg Centaur back. Ability to move, artillery. Yeah, I thought that thing was cool. Like maybe a gray chocolate desert came in. Dark would be cool. Oh, the chocolate chip pattern? Yeah, that would be cool. The guard there should be a command version of all the basic roles. We have a command infantry squad, 10 commanders, but how about a fast attack command section and a command? Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. Briars. I would actually, what's weird? You can actually in the HQ section, I think in Battlescribe, if I remember correctly, you could make a Salamander command vehicle like an HQ, which is super weird. Now, I didn't know how that worked necessarily, so because I didn't play around during that edition, so I don't know if you like treated it like an HQ or not. If so, that'd be pretty cool having like a little command vehicle like that, kind of like a command chimera. Which I do hate the fact that they got rid of that in a sense where even though you can still use it, it's like it's not really a command chimera. It's just a straight up chimera that has an officer in it, and he can give like one order. But at least they didn't scrap it entirely. What's up, Frost? What's up, Brian? How's it going, man? You doing any painting today? Do any games today? Feel free to let me know. Speaking of that, don't forget to like the stream, guys. I know it's a new one, so every like helps. It just helps boost it up a bit. I know this is like the third or fourth stream attempt, so if you don't want to like it, I understand. No harm, no foul. So I'm also very new to 40K, to playing Warhammer 40K, and I'm waiting for my Cadia stance box set to arrive, and I'm wondering if I'm buying. I've wondered if buying the heavy weapons squad are worth it when I could just having ordnance squads. So you can actually have a heavy weapons squad attached to your infantry squads. So I think it's, well, yes, you can have heavy ordnance there to make up for heavy weapon squads. They don't move. They can't be attached to your regular troops. Meanwhile, these heavy weapon teams can. So if you want to attach a heavy bolter to an infantry squad, you can, or autocannons, or I think they still, or mortars, or las cannons. And it helps break up just the standard guy with gun if you're looking for a more variety within your guardsman squads. So I would recommend getting the heavy weapons teams. You know, I think I've got like I've got several different ones. I've got some las cannon ones. I got auto cannon, missile launcher, mortars, some heavy bolters. I highly recommend them. Would be perfect for holding a point. Yeah, well, I mean, it's perfect as good as painting up my Crimson Fist and preparing for my first tournament. Awesome, man. Taking guard to attorney. Awesome. Well, I would love to hear about it next time I stream. So please let me know. Fancy a list review. As much as I would, man, I'm on my phone, so I wouldn't be able to see it all that well. I'll tell you what, though. I will. If you go to my well, Ryan, here's what you can do. If you go to my announcement of the giveaway, I can Discord you. There you go, man. That could work. You can Discord me, and I can take a look at it. That can work. You know which one it is, Frost Den. Just click on that and send me a message through Discord. But yeah, um, I think I know. I'm just letting you know I'm no Tim, so I can't tell you. You know if it's if I'm gonna if I'm gonna help you win or anything like that. I'm no Tim. So, but I'll do my best. I will do my best. Okay, I think that's the last bit of their cloth. So now let's clean this up. And now let's move on to their armor. Sure, everyone has a valid view. Okay. Yeah, man, just feel free to message me. And if I don't get the notification, just let me know. Now, I don't think I'll be able to review it and stream at the same time. Paint the mask like a blue COVID mask. Okay, so so we got a blue for that. I've seen some gray. I've seen some camo brown. I don't think I'm able to make a pole. I don't think I can do poles yet. So I'll start painting the armor. But in the meantime, you guys let me know what you want the mask color to be. So far, I got a blue. I got a gray. Oh, you know what? I have to do the cloth first before I can do the fire. Is a pretty good disinfectant. Well, actually, he's not a flamer. He's a multi-melta. So, but I see what you're getting at. I forgot I have to do the leather first. Yeah. I just wasted some of that camo hook for nothing. Oh well. Live and let learn. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Whoop. All right. All right, here's a question for you guys. What is your favorite what paint is that? It looks great for Steel Legion. This is Army Speed Paint Pallid Bone. I like it. Super good. If you like speed paints, I'm sure if you take some of that and some black or some gray, and it would look super good on your guys. So I recommend that. Meltas, I would argue, is more of a disinfectant since you can vaporize everything in front of you of the barrel. I'll get a bottle. I highly recommend it. Plasma guns. I do have a plasma gun painted here. He's right here. He's all good. Well, I didn't notice. To be honest, that reminds me of a thing I have to do. What are the different Imperial Guard weapons good against? I'm thinking of the heavy weapon squads weapons. I'll take the plasma. Yeah. Well, that depends on what you want to what you're looking for your list. Like what's your local group consist of there? Because I don't want I'd say you know what? I'd say autocannons are pretty good to take all comers. I'd say an autocannon is pretty good. I would say heavy bolters are a really good option. Um, Missile launchers, I mean, they're good against like vehicles, but that's really about it. And the D6 shots, point soldiers. Yes, it is. But you got to remember, it's not super strong with because it doesn't have that much AP. So you got to remember that, unless they change it to where it does have good AP. But at that point, if you're looking for like D6 stuff, then just take mortars. So I would say like a heavy bolter or autocannon. Those would probably be a good recommendation. Just because you could always use an autocannon because it's strength 7. So that makes it very easy for you to wound things. So maybe that's what I recommend. I recommend getting autocannons as your option for heavy weapons teams. So yeah. Unless you give it take aim. That's true. And that's the other thing, you also got to look at orders as well. So, getting that +3 or +1 to hit and an extra AP, heavy bolters can also be really viable, and you get an extra shot with it. So, and strength 5, it will wound most things. So, you've got some options. So, I recommend Mortar flamers are for many weak enemies, lascans and missiles for vehicles, bolters and armor guns and mid-strength enemies. I'm sure plasma is tough for enemy too. Plasma is pretty tough. Plasma is just good all around. Yeah, you can never go wrong with plasma and anything like that. It's just the thing of you're shooting with a guardsman's ability, so there might be times where it just does make his shots, but what if they do hit? Boy, oh boy! But if you do give them like the take aim ability, they can hit on a 3 and they get that extra AP. So, if you shoot it at something, there's a very likelihood it's not going to make the save for it. So, I would recommend that. So, what's y'all's favorite unit within the 40K universe? It doesn't have to be Imperial Guard, but if it is, go ahead and say it. Or is there like something that you like from different faction and you think, oh wow, that's super cool on the tabletop? Or is there something else? What's the new sprue like for the heavy weapons teams? All of mine are old ones from the box. That could make 3, 1 in the kit. I don't know. I haven't seen the new sprues, to be honest with you. So as far as what they're like, I know their bases are smaller. But GW came out and said if you have the old heavy weapons teams, you don't have to buy new ones. Same with the old command squads because they got bigger bases. So yeah. Um, I don't know what they're like. I just know they have the same weapon type. So that's I don't know. Has anyone bought the new heavy weapons team box sets and given them a try? Because I have not. I mean, they're probably going to be higher detailed. Morkanauts haven't had the pleasure of getting one, but I plan to. The Dread Knight. Oh man, you got a baby carriage over here. Little baby, man, baby. Um, has to be the Blade Blade since I've magnetized it for all 8 versions a few months ago back. I still enjoyed swapping it around. That's pretty cool. The Bane Blade is really amazing. Um, I wish I had the ability to magnetize it, but I'm not good with magnets. So, but I do have 4 variants. I've got the Bane Blade, the Shadow Storm, the Storm Lord, and it's the Bane Hammer. I think that's what it is. So, but I love the Beyblade. It's really cool. Believe it or not, my favorite unit is what is my favorite unit? I love the look of the Malcador tanks. The Malcador tanks look really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think um, I think that old World War One-esque style that they have going for them, super cool. Wish I had one, but sadly I don't. I think that guy's done with all his brown, so we can go on to the next guy. Um, Honestly, it's gonna be Salamander for me. I think it looks so cool. Which is like I said, it's still a shame that they got rid of it, but I think the autocannon they put on it, plus the little antenna sticking on top of it, like they don't do with guard vehicles anymore. Like that whole little periscope-esque antenna they got sticking on top of it or the side of it, so cool. Love the aesthetic of it. So that's my take on it. I've got 12 heavy weapons teams and bits for another 24 that could be built in the future, so won't ever be buying the new weapon. Yeah, I've got plenty of the new versions too, so or the old ones, so I don't really need to go out and buy them. I think the Malcador tank looks really goofy, but in a good way. It really nails the gank. Where's my troll emoji then? Footmaster. um, yeah, I think that's what the Malcador definitely nailed the World War One aesthetic. Gank, I have no idea. Yeah, where the troll emoji is. I wish it was there. Um, and by the way, it's foot connoisseur. Gank, get it right. Or be banned. Yeah, I ban him. I ban him. What is it? Ooh. Speaking of things that look goofy, give me a close up of those boys. See now, if I get 1,000, maybe I might. If I get 1,000 subscribers, maybe gank. But see, the thing is, Tim did it at like 20,000. So if I do it at 10,000, it's just gonna make me like a cheap floozy. So I don't know. You got to talk to MG about that. If you can, okay, I'll tell you what. If you can convince him to show his toes while we're at the all guardsmen thing, I'd be down to show my toes. What'd you say, Fresher? Speaking of things that look goofy, what do you think of the new Missile Marines? I think they look stupid. They literally just took Wally and like broke his head, like ripped his head off his own body and just glued it onto their. onto their missile launchers for no reason. Some say they look like Nerf guns. Some say they look like t-shirt cannons. I mean, I don't know. I just feel they're all bland. They're all bland. They didn't do anything special with them. Like these are like supposed to be replacing like the Devastator Marines. And like they had like so much flair to them, the Devastator Marines. Like they had heavier looking mask. Oh my god, the missile launcher is so good in the worst way. Yeah. Very Dread Knight. Yes, agreed. They're probably gonna be super powerful, but they're super goofy. So it's just gonna be like one of those meme units that everyone's gonna take because they're good, which is sad. That's funny. They've. I'm really gonna be curious when they come out with the Terminator stuff because and that new Arcs of Omen box set they with the Dark Angels. You notice how they still have the old Dark Angel or Deathwing Terminators in that? No, to be honest, I feel all the Primus sets are all too specific. They are. That's the other thing. My brother doesn't play too much 40K, but I ask him what does he like more, the Primaris or the old stuff, and he says he likes the old stuff because it feels more flavorful. The only reason why he uses the Primaris stuff is because they've given it a lot more love, which I mean they kind of have to. So, it's pretty lame. They don't have the fuck. Yeah, they don't have the like buffed up Eldars. I don't know about buffed up Eldars, but I can agree that they don't have a lot. They just don't have any flavor. At least they change change the armor up to make them look. Yeah, 100%. Change the armor up. Give them. The other thing is they don't have any different helmets. Like everybody has a tactical marine squad, and like each one has its own different style of helmet, or mostly a different style of helmet. So I don't know why they're not changing up the variety of them. Is it just because it's cheaper to keep it? Well, yeah, it's probably just cheaper to keep it all the same, which is dumb. Just keep you away from the water. Where's the? They should be willing to grab his armor at least, and they should be, and the missile launcher should shoulder. Yeah, that's what Valorant was starting this video. They should have like shoulder mounted rocket launchers, not these auto like drum fed missile launchers, which sounds stupid. But what do I know? They're just gonna make it incredibly overpowered. It's another way. It's gonna sell the model, and then we're just gonna be all done with it, like usual. No, only for. Yeah, Mark IV helmet, Cheeto design guy. Yeah, I thought the Horse Heresy ones were pretty cool. Like, are you talking about the ones that look like they're knights? Like they have that old esque knight looking one, because that one's pretty cool. I do like that they added the beaky helmets to everything, so I thought that was pretty cool. Even though, you know, you only see like a few people actually have the beaky helmets in the Horus Heresy, at least in the novels. It's mainly just Raven Guard. But that's just me. So, yeah. I'm thinking of the missile launcher with a literal magazine on the tip of the tube for missiles. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like terrible or anything like that. It's just add different designs. I'm waiting for the day where they actually start, truly getting in the customization of these. I think right now they're just, I think what they're doing is they're simply just getting the models out, and then you know in the future they can add new helmets and stuff like that. But who's to say? They could literally just be like, never mind. We're just gonna keep the same helmet. But I feel like that's so lame. Why keep the same helmet? Why not? Why not change it up? Like I don't know. They're like saying, "Oh, no innovation" and stuff like that. But it's like, well, you literally came out with a new brand of super soldiers, which was already against the Emperor's stuff or the Emperor's decree. But you're like, oh, well, that's okay, I guess. So, I don't know. That's just my rant. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right. I think that guy's done with his brown. Now we're moving on to the next one. All right. So, speaking of new stuff, what do you guys think about the new lore? It doesn't have to be anything particular. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it needs some improvement? Is there anything new that you like? As far as gotta mix and match the armors and helmets from Forspoken and give the guard. Otherwise, they look like a fresh founding. Yeah, 100%. Gank, I completely agree. Like, I mean, to be fair, I don't know how long it took each armor variant to come out for the Space Marines and all that, but it seemed like there was a new armor, like there were like 4 or 5 armor variants that came out during the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy. So it seems to me that they can produce these rather quickly, but I know that after the Heresy, there weren't so many armor variants. So I don't know. Um, Take that with what you will. But yeah, what do you guys think about the new lore? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Is there something that you really like? Something you really hate? Is there something you would change? Or do you think or do you just feel indifferent about it? Me, uh, I don't know. I think there's some good and there's some bad to it. I think the fact that they've now pushed on the story, they kind of have to move forward a lot more now, because otherwise, like, it seems so boring. Like, remember when the Silent King was announced? You guys remember that? You guys see any books come out for that guy? You guys see any update to his lore? I haven't. Or, some of this. I guess he's actually, he's the biggest. He's the biggest stuff. Be'lakor. Oh man, they've been hyping that guy up. Don't think there's too much written about him, is there? Not that I can remember. And I know it sounds like I'm just being negative all the time. I'm not. I apologize if it appears that way. I'm just being critique. Um, and I'm relatively new to the whole 40K business. So probably most of you guys have been here since like third or second or fourth or any edition before eighth. You'd be like, listen, kid, I've been waiting for a long time for them to at least destroy Cadia. So I'm at least okay with that. I always had an interest in the lore and everything, but it is only now I have bought my first army. Oh, well, I'm glad you got your first army, man. I'd love to, can't wait for you to, join the hobby side of it and actually, you know, I've been a fan since 2016, 2017. Remember the new Cadian is just Vigilus. Is it? Is No, I guess it kind of is. But yeah, welcome to the hobby, man. or at least welcome to the army side of it. I really hope that, when you get your first, when everything's all built and said and done, you get your first game in. I hope it really encapsulates you into the universe or into it, because I remember my first game, and oh man, when I won my first game, and it just pulled me in because of the crazy dice rolls that came with it. I killed a Blood Angels captain with a 3-up invulnerable save with a las cannon on an Overwatch. So that should tell you what kind of what kind of play that was. Hello, playing some Blood Bowl Lizardman. Awesome, man. Awesome. Uh, Only been in the hobby for 2 years, so I know nothing. Hey, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not knowing anything, but I know you probably know more than most. Thanks, mate. I hope I can supply my own army with some heavy armor or some Space Marines one day. Yeah, man. Go for it. Do you have a local area where you can play? Is it like a local Games Workshop, a local store? Vigilus will be captured, and the next major event will be the traders capturing. And here, 2086. No, they won't capture it. They'll just blow it up. They'll find another Blackstone fortress or something similar to it. The Whitestone Fortress. I live in Denmark, and there's only official jewelry stores in the capital. Fortunately, there is a club playing every Thursday in the nearest major city to me. Awesome, man. Awesome. Hopefully, they have a area for newcomers and stuff like that. I've heard stories of where people have come in and it's their first time, and it's a local shop and all that. You think you're gonna go in there, and people are like, "Yeah, we're a little competitive, so maybe this isn't the store for you." And it's like your only store near the area, and I'm like, man, can you imagine saying that to someone? It's like, yeah, buddy, we know it's your first time and stuff like that. And to say the example of the community, I'm going to tell you that this is not the area for you. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's the worst kind of gatekeeping. Like, you mean to tell me you can't, swallow your pride for a day and teach a new guy or give a new guy his first game? Instead, you have to tell him that he's just not good enough. Started to run, dropped out due to military life, still painted a bit here and there, and read novels. Yeah, I'll ask if anyone wants to play an introduction game when I get my army. I'm going to assemble it first and paint it later. Oh, so I'm going to tell you, and I don't know if anyone else can share in my sentiment on this. The moment you build that army and the moment you say you're going to paint it later, you're never going to get around to doing it. I know it sucks hearing that, but you're never going to get around to painting that unless you sit there, do it then and there. Unless you're like one of those big 40K, YouTube channels that do off the painting. Now, I could be wrong. Don't let me dissuade you. Do not let me dissuade you. If you honestly don't have the money for the paints, or you just don't have the time and you really want to get that game in, then yes, do it. I 100% think that, I personally think, from my perspective, there, fresh or is it fresher, fresher, too undecisive. Well, okay, well, there you go. Maybe you might play a game and you pick a regiment and you see how that regiment plays, and then maybe that might give you a painting, uh, idea. Don't listen to me like 100%, man. Just because I say something doesn't mean you need to, like I'm the expert on this. There are way better people qualified for this. I just say paint your models first. That way you don't get trapped and say, "Oh, I'll paint it later. Oh, I'll paint it later." You could honestly, just play one game, and then after that, you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna paint my models now," and then you do it. So, but don't let me dissuade you. If you do decide to just build it and go on there, I really hope they accept you, man. Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay, let's go big. If it's not a competitive match like in leagues or something, I like to play narrative. It's fun and can make great short stories for both your army and for others. I agree, 100%. I think narrative is a lot better than people say it is. To be honest, I need to decide what I want the paint as too. Yeah, you already read that. I've taken like 2 months to build my Cadians, but to be fair, I am working. I am a working parent. Hey, man, I work full time. I'm not a parent, but I know how time consuming being a parent is. So you know, build and paint at your own time, man. No worries. Um, let's see. If it's your if it's your first, you'll be best off learning the rules and playing with the plastic straight away. I wasted my first 6 months just looking at them. I wasted. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good take, Robert. Better to play the game than just let your plastic collect dust. Yeah, I hope I didn't end up playing with that guy either. Oh, thinking of funny about how to be that guy, Robert. Yeah, it's gonna be my first actual game. I can't wait to look Codex through to right now. My itch is satisfied by playing Dawn of War 2 Retribution. I never played Dawn of War 2. I only played Dawn of War, but it was Dawn of War 1, but it was like the mod. So like Ultimate Apocalypse and oh, what's the other big one? Does anyone know the other big mod for Dawn of War 1? It's another big mod. Um Soulstorm. Soulstorm, there it is. Um I knew I'd figure it out. But that one's pretty cool because that one's pretty close to actual games of 40K because it's a lot more units. So this guy, I've got to be a bit more careful when painting because he's got some grenades as well as a shovel on here. Okay, I think I got his backpack all done. Titanium warrants and unification. Oh, yeah, unification. That's what it is. Thank you. If you're into RTS, it's great. Soulstorm, I think is. Oh, it's the expansion. Yeah, you're right. Never played Command and Conquer. Yeah, I never played Command and Conquer either. Let's see. We pack up our PCs, take them around. Oh, okay. You guys are having fun with that. Let's see here. All right. Oh, did I get that guy's shoes? I don't think I did. Yeah. See, sometimes I forget my own. What I forget to paint sometimes. That's okay though. Well, they say though, it's a lot of fun to actually paint while streaming because you get to interact with a lot of people, so it's kind of cool. So I'm glad that that a few of you have decided to join my humble little stream and my humble little poor quality stream and watch me paint. At least somewhat watch me paint because I don't know how fat my hand is blocking out the dang screen. Anyone have any questions for me? Anyone's got some things? What do you guys think of my latest video? I thought I wanted to do something a little bit differently. If anyone was actually know this, but Freelance, if he's still here, he actually did my thumbnail. This year I'll try to get a PC and play some Dawn of War. Do it, man. That helps you scratch your 40K itch. Do it. May I recommend getting a nice PC that can handle some mods? And I recommend either Ultimate Apocalypse or the Unification mod. Because both of those were really fun. And each one is creative in its own style. It's me, the thumbnail man. Yeah. So yeah, Freelance here is actually way better than at computers than me, especially since the fact my computer died. Um, it's a me, Mario. Yeah. No, it's a you, a gank. Gank the stank. Um, but yeah. Um, Freelance is way better at computers than I am, and he was actually very generous enough to do the latest video thumbnail for me, and because of that, I was actually able to generate a lot more views because of it, because it looked much more eye-catching. I guess the proper term would be clickbaity. So I have a question, Frosty. Old chat, what did you think of my Orky list I sent to MG? Oh, that list. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was a very, you know what? The best way I could describe a gank, it was a very ganky list. And I would be very curious. Have you used that list before? Did that just randomly come in your head, or did you just be like, I wonder what I can give old MG a big think or a big heart attack about? I wouldn't say it was too quick. I wouldn't say it was too quick. The prices are out of control, but I wouldn't say it was clickbaity though. Well, I'm glad it wasn't too clickbaity. And the last thing I want to be is like, what is it, Valrak? The lion, guys, the lion, guys, the lion. I saw the lion's butthole. If you go to the first page of Ox and Omen and click on the demon, you see it's the butthole of the lion. He's coming in 10th edition, guys. I swear. I'm only playing though. I'm only playing. Yeah, there's a nice butthole for it. There's a nice butthole joke for you, Gank. The lion. Well, stream seems to be gathered the finest people. Hey, Unsure, I haven't seen you here in a bit. I haven't seen you on the. Darn, I wanted to make the thumbnail as clickbaity as possible. Um, it was an amazing thumbnail, Freelance. Don't get me wrong. It was amazing. So it was a lot better than the one I sent you. Um, but welcome, Unsure. I haven't seen you in. The line is no joke unless they retcon the hell out of him. Oh, I know he's coming. I know he's coming. It's just I just like to joke on Valorant because he like every video he does with it, he's just like always talking about the lion. You see, he puts tinfoil hat. A mix of tinfoil hat for all his lion videos now. So it's not like he's not self-aware. So which is good. I think he's a good person. I think. I don't know. I don't know him all that well. I've watched a few of his streams. I don't watch all of them because they're just. I've watched him play the marbles game, line return on a lazy boy. First time catching you on here and distracted from MG streams. Well, actually, Unsure, I only do Sunday streams, and this has only been my second stream, so it's okay. I don't stream on the weekdays because I want to catch MG's or Tim's streams too. So if you ever think you're gonna miss one of my streams, because of Tim, don't worry about it. I stream on Sundays because that's gonna be the only day I have off. So yeah, Lions return on a lazy boy. Yeah. I'd be very curious to think. How do you think that Lion MG gave you a mention recently? And whilst I was watching him, I subbed to you and turned on notifications. Well, thank you, Whistle Pig. I'm glad. Tim's a very good man. And he's been very helpful for giving me shout outs on his channel, and during his live streams and stuff like that. I try not to press it too much on there, and sometimes I do get carried away. And I need to get better at that. But it's not because I want to take advantage of Tim or anything or of his goodwill. It's just I want to get to a point where I don't have to bother Tim or anything like that. And it's not really bothering. It's just I don't want to go in there and just say like, oh hey Tim, come check me out. I want to be. I don't know what the right way is putting it. I just I don't even know where I'm going with it. It's just sometimes I feel like I'm a little too, coming back after like 20 years of not playing 40K. Wow, that's a long time. But yeah, no, he's a good guy. I just try not to overstep my boundaries. So, and I feel like sometimes I do because I just like, I don't know. You ever go on like those big YouTube channels and they're like, oh man, can you please give a check out to my channel and stuff like that? And I get it. You got to put up that hustle and that grind and stuff like that. Respect it. I respect the grind. And I do. What is his channel? It's Morty and Glory Freelance. So Frosty, boundaries are meant to be stepped over. Oh Lord. Well, I mean that is true. Me and him are gonna have a wrestling match where I'm gonna be sucking on his toes. So, I guess there's that. But that stream, oh my God, Gank, that stream had me fucking in stitches. Especially about the wrestling match. I would totally do that. You think Tim would be down for a wrestling match? But he's a good dude and he loves bringing up other creators. He does. And that's what I like doing with my channel. Like, I love giving a shout out to everyone, even if they're bigger than me. Because Everyone deserves recognition. And that's what this stream was going to be for, where, even though freelance is a million times better than me, I know there's a few of you here that haven't been to his channel. And so he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I love his content. It's nice. It's short and sweet and to the point. Has some good jokes in there. So, and I know he's gonna get to 1,000 way before I do. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it to like August, because he's almost at like freelance. I think you're over. He's been working out on stream again, so you better hit the gym and eat some protein, bro. I just need to drink milkshakes or something, man. No protein's gonna be saving my fat ass or my skinny ass. But yeah, freelance is almost like at 500 subscribers. So yeah, so if you haven't already, feel free to check out his channel and give him a like and subscribe, and tell him I sent you. Ganker, you come into the 489 subs. See, look at that. You're only 10 away from 500. Or just shy of 10. So, yeah. All right. Almost done with the brown bits right here. That's okay. I can fix it. I got some brown on the from the cloth. Get on Gank's protein shakes. I don't know. You might. I don't know what he puts in those shakes. I'm a little concerned about having one of those. This reminds me I need to get more of my Kriegsman's painting started tomorrow. Why not get it done now? Or are you busy? I'm going to be painting for a few hours. But I'm going to stop here in a second because I think I can hear my old girl getting worked up because she's trying to get up. So give me a quick second, guys. I'm going to finish. Okay. Yeah. Give me a quick second. I can hear my dog getting restless. So let me pick her up real quick. Be right back. Come here. I don't know, girl. Come on. Let's get you to the bathroom. All right, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. Whew. Sorry, everyone. All right, I'm back. Woo-woo! Those paw sounds. Yeah, that's my dog, Daisy. She's a little bit of an old gal. She's 15 now. 480 subs now. 490. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, Freelance. You got an extra sub. We did it, boys. The stream worked. The stream worked. Yeah, no, my dog, she's 15 years old now. She's an old gal. I'm not gonna lie. It's about that time for her. You know, I'd hate to bring up a dark moment for the stream and all that, but she's 15. She's you know, gets a lot harder for her to walk and all that. So if you heard me when I said I had to go take care of her, I had to go pick her up because she can't pick up herself up on her own anymore. And I know some of you will be like, well, when I put her down and all that, if she's struggling, well, she can go to the bathroom, she can eat, she can do everything. It's just getting up is the difficult part. It's just we try to make it easier for her as best as we possibly can. So yeah, that's the way it is. It's sad, but with time, everything must go. As dark as that sounds. And I love my dog. And I love her with all my heart. I've had her for well over a decade now. So when it's her time to go, it's going to be sad because she's been a part of the family for well over half my life. Oh, message retracted. Oh, okay. So yeah. So I let her out, so I'll probably have to go get her again in about 10, 15 minutes. I just want her to go outside and all that stuff. Make sure she goes to the bathroom and everything. So, yeah. Do any of you guys have any pets? You guys have got pets? Anyone got dogs, cats, fish, iguanas? Or any of you like Joe Exotic and have tigers? Are any of you actually Joe Exotic? If so, how's prison? And I'm also apologizing if the mood was a little somber for y'all. I just, I love my dog. Give us never apologize when you take care of your old gal. They give us the best years of their lives. We owe them our loyalty in return. Yeah, 100%. I love my dog and I would do anything for her. And if so help me God if anyone ever caused harm to her. Because Lord knows I would best be having a conniption. Because we're conniptions. Briar speak the truth. Yep, Whistle Pig, I 100% agree. Small dog and a cat. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cardsman, I see you. I'm not much of a small dog guy. My girlfriend, the missus, she owns a dog, and it's a Chihuahua. It's a nice dog. It's a very smart dog. I just know that in the future, when her dog's passing comes, we're not going to get any more small dogs. I'm just don't hate them or anything like that. They're just not for me. So, yeah. Ooh, that disappeared real quick. Good boys and good girls, both canine and feline, are needed. They give unconditional love and innocence. They do. Remember, a pet is a part of your life, but to them, we are their whole lives. We are. We are. And I think she's had a good life. sad to say, you know, I'm going to miss her. My dog wasn't hurt a fly. And she's never bitten anyone. She's never done anything to cause anyone any harm, except, you know, sometimes when she gets in people's way and makes them fall. But that's not anything out of malice or malcontent. It's just her being a silly old dog, and I've loved having her in my family. And I don't think I'm ever gonna have another dog like her. And I don't think I would ever want to have another dog like her, because I don't think any dog could ever really replace her. So, but yeah. Little sad topic right there, but sometimes we like to get a little real here. You know, because we live in the real world. But yeah, so looking so good so far with green right here on this guy. I think all that's left is his helmet. Oop. I look carried away there. I will say the only thing, my only thing with like speed paints is like sometimes, you know, you have to be very precise when it starts to get like darker paints and all that stuff, because because you know, obviously if you go in between the line of something else, like if you wanted an area like black, or if you want an area like pink or something like that, and you paint it over with it in like black in certain areas, well, pink's not going to show up over the black. So, because the black's a darker color, so it's going to show up. So that can be the issue sometimes. So, like one of these guys has a brown mark. Sniff the paint frost, you know you want to. No. I don't think I don't think any high off paint is part of within the YouTube guidelines. So I'd rather not. Nice try though. Let's see here. Sniff, sniff. My dog isn't like most dogs. He is an aggressor. Over Barky is chilling him, and the cat is homies. No fights only. Feel the rainbow frost. Taste the paint water. It looks more like Flint, Michigan water, if anything. If anyone gets that reference, please laugh. Yeah, this guy's almost done. Actually, all I see is one part that I see. Ha 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 ha! I get that one. Oh, okay, good. Someone actually laughed at my joke. It's all good now. It's all good. You get it, guys? He made a joke on the U.S. infrastructure and how corrupt it is. But yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right. All right, guys. You got any more questions? Got any things you'd like to talk about? Anything like that? What are some ideas here that you'd like to see on the channel? what are some ideas that are going through y'all's heads right now that you'd like to see me do? I'm more than open to ideas. And I can tell you within my limitations whether I can, do it. If you tell me make a super edited, highlighted video, I'm going to tell you, thank you for making me feel bad and all that. But is there anything that you guys like about my content that you want to see more of? Is there something that you would like to see me improve on my content? Narrative campaign. Well, actually, Gank, your your army lore, up close army pictures, interesting gaming stories. No. Oof. So let's do the first one. Gank. I am actually in the process of trying to start up a narrative campaign for the channel. Um, I don't know if you've been in my last stream, but or if you were in it for very long. There's a YouTube channel called Narrative Crusades that I talk to regularly, and he or him and his buddies, it's like a group of guys, they actually have created their own campaign, and I I've asked them if I have their permission, and they've given me permission to use their campaign because what they want to do is create a campaign for everyone to use worldwide, and you can use this in your local store as well. But it's a narrative campaign event, and it goes on within a planet called Scorpio 3. Now it's in the middle of going through a rewrite of the planet's name, but right now it's called Scorpio 3. And yeah, they've got some campaigns going on right now, so hopefully I can get a campaign going. The only thing is I need some of my buddies to join, and they're more than willing to join. It's just unfortunately Sunday would be my only day for them to come over, and they would have to get it done. We'd have to get it done early in the day, so that way I can get in time for the streams. So yeah. But yeah, I'd love to do a narrative event. Let's see, the merits of special weapons and infantry squads. What do you mean by like merits? Like what's the point of having special weapons and infantry squads? Well, it's the merit is actually, being able to more or less deal more damage to like whatever you're shooting at. Like a lasgun can wound something, yes, but a plasma gun has a higher chance of wounding something. Or a heavy flamer, can help you out in Overwatch or automatically hit things, even allowing you to gain more hits with a higher AP. So the perks of having special weapons is, for one, unit variety, and two, damage dealing. I know Tim could probably do a way better in-depth analysis of all that, but that's just a simplified version of like the perks of having special weapons, and especially now with the new Born Again Soldiers auto wounding on 6s, if you auto wound with like a plasma weapon, that's AP3, so they're either already having to have a 6-up save or go straight to their invulnerable saves, or they just don't get a save at all because the AP is too high. Let's see. Second edition, yay or nay? Never played anything other than 8th and 9th edition. Let me get this chess piece real quick, and then I'll answer some more. Okay. All right, that guy's done. All right, let's take a look at these questions real quick. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. Just wanted to make sure he was done, or at least his green parts were done. Otherwise, I'd forget. All right. So questions. So your army lore, or up close army pictures, interesting gaming stories. So my army lore is kind of in the rewrites right now. It used to be like two brothers. One was from Cadia, one was from Talaran or Talarn, and obviously Cadia blew up. So there's hints of that the Cadian guy was being corrupted by chaos. Obviously, one brother leaned into being fast and all that, while the other one was more hard hitting. So it's still on the rework. So it's kind of that. Pictures, obviously, I should probably do a video on that. Gaming, interesting gaming stories. I don't really have any interesting gaming stories. I'd have to really think about that. So let me get back to that last one. What armies do you use? So I have Imperial Guard, I have a Raven Guard army, and I have a Knight army. Um, all well over 2,000 points. I've got several different versions of Guard that I can use. I've also got a little bit of a Tempest Scion Force going. That's probably about 1,000 points, maybe less. Uh, Second edition, yay or nay? Yeah, I never played that. Characters, heroes that lead your armies and units. Just a standard. Just I don't really use the named heroes a lot. I feel like named characters take away from the setting. They're cool that they're in the setting, but putting them on the tabletop just defeats the purpose of using them. Of having like the setting. 40K is setting, not a story. So these two unnamed captains that can write a story for you, doing it through a narrative game, is much more entertaining than just taking Ragnar and Abaddon and having them duel it out. And then you're just like, oh yeah, remember when Ragnar did this? Oh yeah, well it's because Ragnar has like super buffed up abilities instead of like your standard captain who you buffed up through relics and stuff like that. And it was a lot harder to accomplish it than say a buffed up named character. Positive uses and potential tactics of special weapons in regular infantry squads with heavy weapons too. Um, it's a lot like special weapons. It helps you put out more shots for our standard guardsman squad, and it also is much more of a damage dealer. So like your autocannon, it's strength 7. Most things aren't strength 7, so you're going to be wounding things a lot easier and taking things out a lot quicker too. Um, you know, Granted, you want more of like variety of stuff like that. I wouldn't give every squad a las cannon because you know your infantry squad should be more or less dealing with infantry, not heavy weapons, not like tanks and all that stuff. Because not too many of you're not going to be facing too many tanks unless you're going up against like really vehicle heavy lists or super tanky armies. Let's see. Well, I could break down what a special weapon does to help infantry squads, like you said, with flamers being good for Overwatch or plasma. Yeah, something cool like that. Okay, we can do something like that. Second weapon systems is far more like 8th and 9th than 3rd through 7th was. Oh, okay. Maybe a quick new painting techniques to try out on a character or command squad, like stick with your slap chalk but add value, sketching, or undershading. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not. I'm not. I can't give you like. I'm not like. What is it? Goobertown Hobbies, where I can give you an in-depth analysis of like the paint or like painting techniques. I can give you painting advice from a non-painter's perspective and tell you, oh, hey, is this painting or is this paint good? And I'd be like, yeah, this paint's great, especially for a guy who sucks at painting and just wants models out on the field. I can do stuff like that. Las Plaz infantry squads are most bang for your buck. Yep, 100%. Sorry if I'm yawning. I will say though, I can't wait to do a thing on the Elegoo Mars, the Elegoo, because has anyone seen the YouTube channel called Once in a Six Side Dice? He does reviews, all that stuff on like printers, and he's got some stuff involving like Warhammer boxes. Like one of his latest ones are like about the can I paint the Cadian Sands box set and like before it comes out and all that. And I thought his video quality was amazing. And it's because of him that I decided to get a printer because it seemed like he made it sound so simple. Instead of having to do all this extra work like the way everyone else is describing it. So, and I'm a simple man who just wants to get some guard going. Tell you what, one future goal for the channel is I want to create a feudal guard army. Will you be investing in terrain for boarding action for myself? It'll probably be later in the year, or maybe next year before I bought what I already want. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at some 3D printed terrain for boarding action and get that because I think getting some boarding action terrain would be pretty cool. And I've heard that the boarding action events are super easy. Like it's a lot easier to play and a lot less rules to have and a lot less CP and strats and all that than your standard 40K game. So I'd be very interested in trying it. I just probably need to get a mat for the terrain and then obviously get some boarding. I guess some walls for it. But I mean, other than that, yeah, man, I'd be super into trying boarding action. I'm so sorry, you guys can barely see him. I sometimes forget that I'm actually streaming. Dum, dum, dum. Anyone got any wish list items that they have for their 40K armies? Like, is there something in the army set that you want to get? Sounds good. It's the only way I'd ever buy my Lord Solar and Rough Riders, linking them up with the Night House as peasant militia. Actually, Robert, the cult, the Maker's Cult, they actually make their own 40K feudal guard stuff, and that's the army I'm going to use for my 40K feudal guard. Sorry about that. So, I'm very curious on trying it with them, and that's the other reason why I bought the Mars Pro, because I want to start a feudal guard army with something like that. Because I don't know if you've seen the units, they look super cool. They've got pretty much everything on there, minus the Rogel Dorn, which Arantenak was very happy, very nice in giving me some of his files for me to review. I mean, I know Tim's already done a review on it, so I'm not going to be as good as Tim's review, but I hope that maybe my review might even bring Arantenak maybe like $1 or $2 extra bucks, and so if so, that'd be great. I would want to get some more Sentinels and maybe some True Scale No More Marines or Primaris to supplement my guard army. Oh, hell yeah, I need to rebuild my armor section and mech infantry to use for my 2K before the Great Unclean One triggered the separation powers back in 08. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. 2,000 points of guard, though, that's a lot. Was it all painted? Did you paint that all gank, or was it just like half and half? Had a bunch of old Forge World. No. That's even worse. Was it all painted? Oh no. Gank, you're breaking my heart every time you like add a detail to it. That sucks. I hope you do get it back. Because that would suck just having to throw all that or just all that hard work just gone. I'm back. Welcome back, Stink Liquor. I've got Genestealer bikes that my guard rough rided horses won't fit in my theme, so I'll be getting some spears for them for Victoria minis. She sold it? Oh my god. And so my question on to you is like, was that one? Like I hope you take her to court or something, man. Like my god. Like whew, I can't imagine like going up and just selling someone's models like that. Like that's crazy. Again, some people are just cruel individuals. There's a reason I have. Now I get it. I get it, man. I have issues with that too sometimes. But yeah, that's just terrible. I really hope. I don't wish death upon anyone, but I hope karma bites that person in the butt for you. Because that's just terrible. All right, I think that's done. Oh, you guys never picked what you wanted his mask to be. I got blue, but you guys never said anything else. Remember, we're using speed paints, so we got the pink cup. So remember, I'm fine with whatever. If the chat wants a pink mask, we can do a pink mask. But you got to put in the votes for it. Do you have an IG? One day, my boy MG was the guy who brought me back into 40K. Yeah, I heard he brought a lot of people back into 40K. I know he kept me around for 9th edition. Like I still watched his videos, even though I just, was just kind of met out of 9th because just because of the fucking power creep of everything. So power creep in like ridiculous ways. And they still haven't fixed it, which is the sad part. So hopefully when 10th edition comes out, they gain like a brain cell and they're like, maybe we should make this super overpowered, make so many rules and stuff like that. But that's just me. I don't run Games Workshop. I own no stock in that company. Painted like a COVID mask. Nope, not have anything to do with it. Great. Oh, Instagram. Do you have an Instagram? I do. I do. I think it's posted in my about section. Stink Liquor. It's called Gamers in the Warp. That's my Instagram. The only thing I do is just kind of post my videos on there to let people know. Originally, funny enough, that's how I started my old 40K thing of being more and like open with it. Was just I was gonna post my models on there as an inspiration, but but then I met Tim and I was like, ah, well, I'm gonna do 40K through social media. Might as well go all the way. So yeah. From the wedding about 3 months after. Ah, jeez, that's terrible. Some people, I don't get how people can be so cruel, so heartless. Boys, I think we're almost done on this. All I've got left, I think, is like the grays and bits, stuff like that, and some blacks here and there, and then some edge highlighting. Got this one done much faster. Well, almost faster. So, did you get a lawyer? Blood red speed paint if you want a pop color to contrast your main colors, but only if you're going to use it for other models too. Okay, so there's that. All right. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to let my dog in real quick with the paint dry, so give me a quick second. All right, I'm back. Just had to make sure big girl had some food and water and all that. She's at the watering hole at the moment, so show us the dog. Pretty pleased of your dog. Well, I'd love to, man, but she can only go so far, and I'd have to drag her in here and all that stuff. Maybe next time when I have a better setup, because she doesn't do a whole lot of walking. She just pretty much goes from her food bowl and back to the bed. Um, if she comes in here, uh, I'll try and bring her over. But other than that, I don't want to strain her too much because she can get stressed out kind of easily. So, but sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, gang. No, I don't think anyone should have to go through that stuff. I this is just my hot take. Uh, well, actually, you know what? I think that's a little too divisive. on certain. Well, you know what? I don't care. I always believe people should work out their problems. I'm not saying that yours was like an easy fix or anything like that. It's all good. Women be crazy. Sometimes they do, man. I ain't gonna lie. They do be crazy. But but yeah, I always have the belief of working problems out instead of just going straight to divorces or stuff like that. But you know, sometimes you can't change people. So I'm not no saint or anything like that. So that's my thing. Yeah, I'm here to hear. I'm glad that you're out of it too, Gank. Now you can spend all your money on models instead of women. That's okay. I spend my money on my lady. I try to keep her happy. I try to keep my missus happy. But I do it in more ways than just spending money. You know. We went on a lovely ice cream date the other day. It was nice. Got myself up. Okay, here's a good topic that everyone can find out about. Oh man, models, beer, and pizza. I'm gonna have some pizza afterwards. Can we get more? Can we get more likes? Only three. Come on, we can do better. Actually, we're at 15 likes right now, Star Captain. At least on my end, it's showing 15. So, and the last one had close to 11, I believe. So, which is good. I think that's better than last. Oh, I only got 15. Someone disliked it. What a shame. Or it, mine's out of date. Oh, well, I was just saying someone took their like away because I did have 15. Now it's only 14. Oh, 13. Okay, never mind. All right, I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh well. It's come back to haunt me. Oh, now we're back at 14. Yay. Okay, got his black and all of that, so that's good. So I can set him aside. We jinxed it. Come on, guys, we can hit 20. It takes zero point 0.4. Listen, Stink Eye, I appreciate it. You're trying to push up the like goal, but I understand that some people don't like my content, or they find my streams rather boring. I know I've seen people click on and out of it, you know, because they see the stream and they just see the quality of it, which is understandable. Took me a while to realize not to take. Yeah, who cares? Like it anyway. Well, I mean, I would like it if everyone just liked every video that they clicked on, but at the same time, um, I don't like every video that I see. And I should probably do that because you know what? I should practice what I preach. All I can do is take it down to 13. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. Wait, 13. Are you watching two accounts? Those malls, Frosty, be looking great. Oh, thank you. Also, Frost, how do you equip your standard IG squads? I myself haven't decided what special weapons to equip my squads when I get the set, apart from plasma and flamers. I actually do plasma and meltas because you can double up on special weapons for Cadia squads or Cadian soldiers. So you can do double plasma or double flamers if you want to. Mine's at 16. Um, so I think having heavy hitting weapons is good because you can always, if at worst, um, you can always just do, um, you can always proxy it as a plasma. Um, and then if it is plasma, just take double plasma. Like I'm going to do double plasma, even though this is a Melta gun. One of my squads is going to be double plasma, one's going to be double Melta. Yeah, see, Shock Troopers is double plasma, double Melta. See, that's what I do because you can maximize damage with the Melta guns when you're going up against vehicles, and maximize damage when you're going up like a multi wound. Yes, they do. They do pressure. Think of them like think the Cadians as like a special unit, like that you could almost like Scions, but they're not really. They're just your standard guy. But if you do like if you're going up against something like vehicles and stuff like that, and you already have the ability to equip it with two Meltas, make it just a double Melta. Why change it up? Just make that squad the anti-vehicle squad, and then bam, they go out against the vehicles. Make the double plasma your anti like multi-wound infantry. Bam, you know, do something like that. If you want hoarders, get a Catachan squad and get double flamers. Stuff like that. So, what was I going to? Yeah. All my troops are from 12 Brood Brothers command squads, so I have 12 flamers, 6 of everything else. Oh, there you go. Get some variety up in there. I'm not much of a creative guy, so I only do just what I think is best, and I just kind of keep it there, and then I can just proxy it with whatever. Like when I got into 8th edition, grenade launchers, I thought were really cool, and turns out they kind of suck. So I'm just like, whatever. These are my one special weapon. These are my plasma. These are my whatever. So no one says you have to, like, every weapon has to be the same. There's a website that's something that Lockbox or something has tons of special weapons you can buy off the cheap for burning Nids and Orcs. Um, I would suggest if you're burning Nids and Orcs, I still think the multi Melta, and the Plasma is really good because Tyranids have really have some like have Carnifexes, so those have high strength, high toughness. So getting some Meltas on there would be nice. It's you know I get where you're going with flamers. If you like the flamers, man, you go right ahead because then you could do the plus 1 to hit, and even though flamers don't need anything to hit, that extra AP is really going to come in clutch. So okay, the guy done. The guy. Oh yeah, that's right. I already did him. Now we're gonna do the Melta. Try Bit Monster. Genuine question, but would the Flamer not be better for the hordes? I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong. Flamers are good for hordes, but everything has this ability now um, where flaming, like our flamers are just not the best in the game. So like you have to do all these buffs to make it like really good. Don't get me wrong. You can make it good. with like I said, take aim and all that, and then if you use Ursula Creed, it gives it a +1 strength, so it's easier to wound with the flamer. It's just coming down to why am have I having to buff a standard infantry squad with a flamer? At that point, if I'm going up against hordes and I'm using a flamer, get a Hellhound, man. That would be a nice anti-horde. Or get a Sentinel with a heavy flamer. Or put heavy flamers on your tanks for anti-horde, and then give it the old Punisher Gatling cannon, you know. Because you also have to think about it. The standard las gun can also do rapid fire. So it's going to be, they're going to be pumping out shots regardless. So, but again, that's just me. So, but I'd rather you paint up your army the way you want to do it. Now that special weapon teams are gone, you don't get the number of flamers anymore. I use hand flamers with Junior Colts because 9 guys with D6 auto shots with guard infantry, it's gone now. Yeah. I think hand flamers are a cool concept. I don't know why they were like, I don't know. I don't know why more units don't use them. I don't know. Just me. So we got 6 people in chat. Who do we got all here? Go ahead and sound off and let me know what you're doing. Are you painting? Are you just watching me paint? Are you just having fun in the chat? Are you hiding from the IRS? Are you hiding a body? What are you doing? Watching you paint and playing some State of Decay. Is that a good game? Is that, oh wait, are you playing the first one or the second one? I heard more people liked, I don't know which one people liked more, the first one or the second one. Yeah, I know it's a zombie game. Is it a good one? Is it the first one or the second one? The second one, but I like the first one too. Been to the toilet. I think I lost 3 to 4 pounds. Well, thank you for telling me, Raw, for playing Battlefleet Gothic 2. I hope it didn't. I didn't. Here, sir, in bed watching you paint. Well, move over. I call the edge. All right. Let's see here. All right. I think that's it for the main bits. And I think I hear my dog moving around. So give me a quick second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, she fell down. That that tends to happen sometimes. She's like I said, she's old, and what she does is she doesn't have the best of grips with her claws. So since she's old now, she kind of falls down a lot. So yeah, things of being an old dog. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of touch ups here on these guys, and then we're gonna move on to the great bits, and then some highlights, and then that'll be it. That's a little too heavy. What do you think, guys? You think the models are coming along? think they're good? You think they're crap? I know the speed paint, or I know the paint's pretty generic, but I like it. I actually got this from Once in a Six-Sided Dice. So I needed some highlights. Yeah, hellhounds are pretty cool. That's just sad. Yeah, it is sad. She's, like I said, she's old. We do our best that we can to keep her, safe, or as rested as best we can. I'm working away in Wales next week since the 34 units from my Val have no it's on their base. I think I'll Blade me to finish off. Okay, that'll be cool. Be sure to get it all done, man. February's coming up pretty close. Only a few days. Okay, so I'm missing on the brown bit. I will say though, when you're also speed painting here, you can see like the spots that you miss a whole lot more because of the white. And so it's a lot easier to fix these details, which I like. So, okay. So I think I'm going to call this guy done. This guy. You guys can probably hear twaddling away now with their paws. I don't know what colors I should paint my Primaris Psyker. Well, you could always just do the standard, tan cloak, black gloves and boots, metal staff with a gold accent of the eagle of the Aquila. You could always just do the standard, or you can make them crazy, man. Give them different kinds of colors. Get them polka dotted pants. There's nothing stopping you. Okay, I think that guy's done. You probably hear just clamping around. Just a second coat for skins and heads. The only metallics and details remaining for them. Oh, hello! Come here. Come here, guys. I've got the daisy cam. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, here's the doggy. Here's my dog. Here's the dog. My little dog. Want to say hi? Yeah, let me turn her around a little bit. I gotta make it to where you can kind of see her. There. You can kind of see her. Oh. See what I mean by she kind of falls sometimes. Oh. But yeah, there's my dog. There's my dog named Daisy. All right, get on out of here. Yeah, like I said, I don't like. The only reason she came in here was just to look for me. So, but I don't like making it too hard for her. You saw feet. Ah, god damn it. How do you know they were my feet, gang? Maybe I wore feet socks. I guess it's the good part, though. You can't clip it. You can't clip that video. Take that, gang. All right. I think this guy's done. Don't worry about him. I think he's about, yeah, he looks good. That's another one done. And then we got this guy right here. Watch me. He can't do anything. You don't know me. You're not the boss of me. All right. I think it's now time for Mr. Meltaman to get a blue COVID mask. You're not my real dad. Nope, I'm not anyone's dad. I'm waiting a good long time to have kids. And I recommend that to anyone. All right. So, Mr. COVID mask recommender. You got Magic Blue, you got Highland Blue. Which one do you want for his little mask? Magic Blue looks like a little bit of a brighter one, but I had to go with it. So I think that one might be closer to your COVID mask. So if you want me to give on that one, I'd best decide now. Which one do you guys want? Magic Blue or Highland Blue? Magic? Okay. All right. I would say the Magic Blue is perfect. Yeah, Magic Blue. Okay, doing some Magic Blue. Oh, yeah, that is a bright blue. All right, let's get this done. Oh, yeah, that's bright. All right, I think can you guys see his Magic Blue? It might need a second coat. I'm not sure. I feel like the magic was a little runny for some reason. So it's a nice contrast from the dark. So we're gonna. Yeah, I think it might have been a little too runny. I don't think I dried off. You know what? I don't think I dried it off. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, so now we can do the Gravelord Gray for all the guns and stuff. Do this guy first. All right. Oh, you heading out Star Capital. All right, man. Well, you have a good one. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. So until next time, my friend. Since it worked out for us, it will surely work out for them. This garden. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I work in a public space and I don't know. I swear everyone is getting sick left and right at work. Okay, his gun is done. All right, next guy. The only reason why I'm doing gray is because I think it's just super simple. You just slather it on there. It's not that much detail. And, I just dry brush it with some metallics and it's all good to go. Because the whole process, I have the utmost of confidence in this Vines garment. I'm sure he will make you proud or die trying. Well, once I get this whole Cadia paints box set done, which that's what the course of my whole streams are, is to get the box set done. So it'll probably be a little bit before you see this guy on the tabletop. But once they're all done, I'm sure they would be interesting. But if anyone knows how models work, every new model just doesn't perform. Oh, okay. Well, let me know how it goes, Robert. I'd be very curious. So I know Gene Steelers aren't the most competitive at the moment. I think you guys have like one tactic right now. Maybe. I'm not sure. Perhaps Tim can offer more insight on it. But I was told like there was only like one thing for like Gene Steelers to do in order to be quote unquote semi-competitive or at least have a chance. So, all right, that guy's gun is done. Does he have the shovel? No. Does this guy have the shovel? Yes, he does. I forgot about this guy's shovel. Let's get that done. All right, now that guy's done. Okay, on to the next guy. Only a few more details, guys, and then we're almost done. So, and then after that, I'll probably end the stream. So, but I appreciate everyone who came, and has stayed thus far. So again, I know I'm not the most entertaining streamer. I'm probably just something you put on in the background and answer every once in a while, but hey, I still appreciate it either way. So thank you to everyone who has decided to stay in the chat. And if you had to go, hey, I completely understand. It's just a stream after all. New Omen lists his 3 characters, no big trucks, 92 troops, 3 dozen trucks, 3 dozer trucks, and a Bane sword. Love watching the skills at work, bro. I don't know if I would call these skills. It's just more of putting paint on here, and I'm hoping it looks good. But you know what? I will say that every time I have finished one of these models, I am very pleased. Sometimes I actually come in the room where I have my painting, and I just sit here and I look at them. So I don't know if have any of you guys ever done that where you pick up one of your models that you've painted and you just look at it and you just feel so proud that you don't say anything, you just look at your work and you're like, I enjoy painting along with people on a stream. Makes you actually have friends. Well, I'm glad I make you feel like I'm one of your friends, and you're one of my friends, Briar. So if we lived close, hey man, I'd always have you over for a game. You know. Okay, hold on. I think I hear my dog trying to get up. Give me a second. What are you trying to do? She didn't need to get up. She just needed to move over for the bed and all that stuff. So apologies. So I will say that with the new models, I'm not a big fan of of all the details and stuff like that. I liked the old models because of how simplistic they were. But I will say I do like that they have like different patterns. Well, different las guns and all that. Even though they probably are still all the same, the fact like some don't have stocks and all that stuff, I find really cool. So yeah, adds variety, in my opinion. Funny, standard guards, streams or liberties are the way to go when getting on with building or painting. So yeah, I completely agree. I sometimes watch Tim streams while I paint, but I've now come to realize that painting and streaming is actually a lot more therapeutic, and it actually helps me get the models done a lot better. So okay, that's that guy done. Guy with the blue mask is looking like he's coming along. I don't know if his stink's still here, but his mask is coming along, nice and good. So I'll put a update in the community. I'll put a community post out there for when I'm all done. About the models. That way, everyone can get an actual clear photo of them. Because I know I don't think my camera or while it's recording is posts up the best of quality. So it is what it is. Look at you, feel great, take a photo and see all the mistakes. Gee, thanks. There'll probably be some mistakes up in here. That's okay though. I mean, at the end of the day, these are going to be guardsmen, so they're not meant to have all the highest details. It's mainly safe for your characters and stuff like that. But even my characters, they die so quickly, so because they're guard. Okay, I think the Melta is done. All right, and then I think to add some more color onto this guy, I think what color should I give this cord? Like on the bottom of the Melta, should I thinking red or something brighter? What do you guys think? I'm thinking maybe yellow or maybe red. Shit, I'll even do purple. I don't care. What do you guys think? Or orange. Which one do you guys think? Yellow and black hazard stripes. I can try my best with doing the yellow and black. We can give that a go. See how it looks. I'll just have to do a little bit of. Didn't like how the Field Orange battery box. There's only 2 las guns. Where in the codex it says they have 2 each model. Ended up leaning in 1 extra against this. I didn't like how in the Field Ordnance box there's only 2 las guns. Where in the codex it says they have 2 each model. Oh. Ended up leaning an extra 1 against the support legs of them. I didn't know they did that, and I just squirted all my paint everywhere. Great. Hopefully it didn't get on the models. But, whoop. Gotta go do chores and stuff before work tonight. Thanks for hanging on your day off. Hey, no problem, man. Glad you were able to catch the stream. Sorry about earlier with not being able to get one of my buddies on here, but we'll try and do something in the future with it. But hey, man, thanks again for coming. And my cord in copper colored orange or yellow. Well, let's try the yellow and see how that looks first. It doesn't look too bad. I guess the only thing is that I wouldn't be able to. I'm not good with the stripes and all that, so I think I just might do yellow. Just give it a straight yellow, and then just just make it more separation. That way, it's just not completely all dark. So we got a guy with a blue COVID mask and yellow wiring for his Melta. There we go. Not bad. Okay, so what do we got left here? So we got some edge highlights, and then we got some dry brushing. So we're gonna let the gray dry. In the meantime, we'll do some edge highlights. And let me check on my dog again, because I can still hear him moving around. Okay, never mind. All right, so now we're gonna mix some colors. Now what I like to do is mix medium blue with lemon yellow, and then just kind of go from there. She kept moving around in her bed, so I just picked her up. So sorry about all that. I know I keep getting up and over, so I know it doesn't make for an interesting stream, so I apologize. And I get if y'all leave, you'll leave. It's okay. Guard get disciplined if they aren't in possession of ordnance. Because they failed. Yeah. Now we're going to mix the colors. All right, I think I got it. So now we're gonna start doing the edge highlights. All right, so that's one guy done with his edge highlights. I do something a little bit different where it's kind of a much lighter contrast. Even though it looks like it's not going to look right, you just let it dry and it actually becomes a lot darker. So I'm going to do that. Now we're going to move on to the next guy. And again, what I want is just nothing too crazy or anything like that. Like I just do a little bit of his shoulder pads and then his kneecaps and all that. It's almost like the trimming of it. So nothing crazy or anything like that. So just a little bit on the tops of their knee pads. And as that dries, mix a little bit more of this color. There. Shoulders. What's y'all's guys' favorite sets of paints to use? Me, I think it's pretty easy who I've sucked off the hardest so far, and it's speed paints. But what about y'all? Do y'all like the speed paints? Do you guys just not use the speed paints? Do you use something else? You know. So see that the thing's already starting to dry up, so edge highlights are kind of sinking in there. Who we got left? I'm back. How's it going with the minis? Almost done, Fresher. Almost done. I'm doing the edge highlighting on these guys, and then it's the basically the dry brushing with the metallics, and then that's it. So I'm just finishing up the edge highlighting now. So all that's left really is the dry brushing. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. It's literally we're literally on the home stretch right now. Nice. Nice to hear. I'm just chilling while watching your latest battle report. Well, I'm glad you're checking it out, man. I hope you like my content. It's a little bit different from most channels, considering the fact that it's not a full-on battle report, it's battle report summaries. So, and what I like to do is I like to do those because I think while it's nice to have good battle report channels, there's so many in the YouTube genre that me adding my take into a battle report, it just like I just wouldn't get as many subscribers as I would. But I also like doing those short burst ones, like where there's summaries, because you can sit down, you can just digest it all in like one sitting. You don't have to invest a whole hour into it. It's just literally like less than half an hour, and then that's it. And then you can go on about your business. All right. I think that is it with the speed paints. Like I said, some of these guys are still letting those dry. So, like I said, he's still drying off his bits. So, all right. So now let's go ahead and get on to the dry brushing. So we're going to put up the speed paints. Whoops. And now we're going to just take some Leadbelcher here. Where is it? I know I just had it. Oh, there it is. Take some Leadbelcher. Actually, there's this speed paint that my girlfriend got, and I wanted to try it. It's a metallic, so I'm curious to see what this is like. So, because if I like it more than Leadbelcher, I might just use that instead. So, I'm gonna dab this here on the here. Do a little bit of dry brushing. Get this here in circular motion. All right, and then we're gonna start dry brushing all the gray bits. I'm not going too heavy with the dry brushing and all that, just enough to where you can see some metallic shaving bits and all that. Just kind of give some flavor to it. Okay, that's one. I think I like this one a lot more than I did with the Leadbelcher because it looks like it's coming up a lot more. I know you probably won't see it on the camera, but hopefully when it comes out on the video, you guys can see it. Get this guy's shovel, got that done. Okay, then the Melta. Okay, and we got these two guys. All right, and then the last one. Alrighty then. And that's it. That is the last little bit of the guys. So now I have a full squad. Let me get everyone here. It's not complete yet. I'm gonna have to base them and all that stuff, but I'm gonna do it after the stream. But I now have a full squad of minis. So pretty cool. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. I really appreciate it. There's some of y'all said some stuff. Yeah, small fast travel reports are great. It's nice putting it on while doing other stuff. or just whatever to chill. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad that you like them. I bought some 75 scale paints because their 8-pack sets were cheaper than Army Speed Painter or Citadel. All and Army Painter metals sets I have not had any problems with either, even getting replacement bottles. Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, so anyway, squad's done. I'm gonna put on some basing material and all that after the stream because I'd have to get up and go out and do some stuff. So it's just gonna add a little bit more time. But I'm gonna take some pictures once I'm done. Um, thank you to everyone who joined the stream, even if it was only for a little bit. And I know that we only have like 2 people left, which is fine. Even if it's just one of you guys, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, sorry I couldn't do the whole thing with freelance. I don't know what the issue was. I'm gonna have to do a test stream one day with him to where just me and him can try and fix out these issues, or maybe I won't be able to stream with anyone at all. So, but I'm glad that at least that you guys were still able to come out here and watch it with me. So, yeah. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoy the stream, and I will see you in my next video.